The Oregon Ducks are about to shock the college football world. The Oregon Ducks under first-year head coach Dan Lanning put together an absolutely phenomenal 2022 season, going 10-3 and winning their bowl game a few days ago versus North Carolina. But not only have the Oregon Ducks and Dan Lanning been seeing massive success on the football field, but they have also taken a huge leap forward in the recruiting game. Dan Lanning was hired midway through the recruiting cycle last year, and Oregon put together having the 16th best recruiting class in the class of 2022. However, in the class of 2023, they have taken a huge step forward and moved up to the 10th best recruiting class in the nation, bringing in two high-impact 5-star recruits and a handful of uber-talented 3- and 4-star guys that are going to be plug-and-play targets day one. However, in my opinion, Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks are not done with this recruiting class, because I believe that the Oregon Ducks are the new favorite to land the #1 athlete in the country, Nyckoles Harbor. Nyckoles Harbor is a 5-star recruit standing at 6'5", 225 pounds, and is currently ranked as the #1 player in DC, the 16th best player nationally, and the #1 athlete in the class of 2023. Now, even though Nyckoles Harbor is standing at 6'5", 225 pounds, that has not stopped him from being one of the most freakish athletes in the country, and he's doing it not only on the football field, but he steps onto the track as well. Even though on average, Nyckoles Harbor is about 30 to 40 pounds heavier than the average runner he's going up against, that has not stopped him from being legitimately one of the fastest recruits in the country, running a 200-meter time of 20.79 seconds and a 100-meter dash of 10.28. To put this into perspective, a player that I would heavily compare Nyckoles Harbor to is DK Metcalf, ran a 10.37 second 100-meter dash at roughly the same size, almost a 10th faster than Nyckoles Harbor is. Now, for the longest time, Nyckoles Harbor has been linked with South Carolina. From pretty much the jump, Nyckoles Harbor has been almost 100% locked to South Carolina, according to the 24/7 Sports crystal ball. The Michigan Wolverines have also been heavily linked with Nyckoles Harbor for a very long time now in this recruiting cycle. However, it is my opinion that the Oregon Ducks have now become the clear #1 favorite to land Nyckoles Harbor, and if they do, that is going to shoot Oregon's recruiting class way up the rankings, and it's going to show that Dan Lanning really is turning Oregon into the de facto powerhouse of the Pac-12. Nyckoles Harbor will be on campus for the Oregon Ducks from January 27th to January 29th, and here's what he had to say about not only the program but the visit as well. Just the track and football side of things. You see what Coach Lanning has done this year. He's turning the program. They got 10 wins this season. They're a pretty good program. Overall, just everything about it. Plus track, and then plus Nike and all that. It's a great fit. It sounds great to me just for what I'm trying to achieve and stuff with the track and football aspects. You got the best of both worlds there. They're just trying to get me out there so that we can talk one-on-one privately about it. Harbor said about Oregon's track program, one of the best in the country. But they're just telling me that I could be the next great USA sprinter. That's where I see myself at, because I'm doing some unspeakable stuff, some unheard of stuff. With that, it's just gonna keep getting better and better. It really is the best of both worlds in terms of the track facilities, football facilities, just the whole brand. Now, Nyckoles Harbor isn't just a fast kid who just decided to pick up track. He genuinely does have a passion for track and field and to be a sprinter. So I honestly believe, don't get me wrong, South Carolina and Michigan, I'm assuming both have track and field programs, but it's nowhere near the level that Oregon does. I mean, the Oregon Ducks track and field facilities are literally world renowned. And so it only makes sense that a talent like Nyckoles Harbor, who genuinely does want to pursue a track career as well as pursuing a NFL career, would go to a program like Oregon where he can truly be developed at both sports at the same time. On top of that, like he said, with Nike's headquarters being right there and Nyckoles Harbor being a very marketable face, he would get way more NIL opportunities playing for the Oregon Ducks, being a two-sport athlete. I mean, in all honesty, if he continues to have a dominant career in college and potentially going to the NFL, he could have his own line of football cleat as well as track spike. Like, there's so many different options that you could do. He's such a marketable figure because of his ability to be really fast at his size, but then also be a dominant force on the football field, as well as he's also said that he's going to be playing primarily offense as a wide receiver or a tight end. So he's going to be on the offensive side of the ball, so he's going to be scoring touchdowns, just being that much more marketable. I think that it is a no-brainer that Nyckoles Harbor will land with the Oregon Ducks, and when he does, this is another massive recruiting win for Dan Lanning and the Oregon Ducks. But I want to hear from y'all. After Cormani McClain, Nyckoles Harbor is the next big fish that we really have no idea where he's going. Nyckoles Harbor's recruiting story from day one is pretty much been wide open. South Carolina has seemed like the team to be number one, but let's keep it real. South Carolina is not really, they're not able to provide what Nyckoles Harbor needs. Oregon, in my opinion, is the only program that can truly offer all of the resources that Nyckoles Harbor needs to be the best version of himself. Not just the best football player, not just the best track athlete, not even just the best person. The whole combination of the three. I believe that Oregon is the best place for Nyckoles Harbor. But I want to hear from y'all. Comment down below. Where do you guys think that Nyckoles Harbor, the #1 athlete in the country, will land? Be sure to leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button, because whenever he does end up committing, we're going to be right here to cover it immediately. I love and appreciate all y'all. I hope that you have a super blessed rest of your day. With all that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.